Hi everyone, welcome to MathsPar. This video is about probability sums based on coin. When a coin is tossed once, when a coin is tossed once, sample space is heads, tails. So n of s is 2. Let us solve a question on this. Example, when a coin is tossed once, find the probability of getting a head. Second case, neither head nor tail. When we look at these two questions, head. Now, event, we are expecting a head. So, event is, so here n of e is 1. So, probability of getting a head, that is p of e, is equal to n of e by n of s. That is, favorable outcome is 1 and total number of outcomes are 2. So, the result is 1 by 2. When we look at this, neither head nor tail. So, neither head nor tail, there is no possibility of getting an event like that. So, event is showing an empty set. So, n of E1 is equal to 0. So, probability of that event, the desired event, probability of neither head nor tail is n of E1 by n of s, that is 0 by 2, which results 0. When two coins are tossed together, or when one coin is tossed two times, that is twice, then how do we go about it? Let us see. When a coin is tossed twice, or when two coins are tossed simultaneously, then sample space, what we get is head, 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 tail, tail, head, tail, tail. How do I remember this? I will remember this as 2 2 1 1. Here two heads, two tails. Here one head, one tail, one head, one tail. So there are four possible number of outcomes. That is, the total number of outcomes is 4. So n of s is 4. Now on this, the questions can be asked like, find the probability of getting at most one head. What do you mean by this at most one head? At most one head is nothing but, even if there is no head, no problem, the maximum number of heads what should exist in the outcome, in the result, should be 1. That is, head tail, tail head, tail tail. So n of E1 is 3. So probability of getting at most one head is n of E1 by n of s, that is 3 by 4. You can also write this 3 by 4 as 0.75. Nothing wrong. At least one head. When we look at such question like at least one head, it means very clearly that one head is compulsory. So one and more than one. Here at most one head means less than or equal to 1. Here at least one head means greater than or equal to 1. That is at least one head. So two heads also, no problem. So one head, one tail, one tail, one head. Tail will not come because it is not having at least one head. So n of E2 is 3. P of E2 is nothing but n of E2 by n of S, that is 3 by 4. Then if a question is asked like both heads, then only head will come. Both tails, then tail will come. Suppose if it is asked that the result, the outcome should be a head and a tail, then both these events will come. Now let us look at a coin tossed 3 times or 3 coins tossed simultaneously. When a coin is tossed thrice or when 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, then the sample space is head tail, head tail, head tail head, head tail tail, tail head tail head tail, tail head, tail tail. Now how could I write these 8? First I will write 4 heads, then 4 tails, then 2 heads, 2 tails, 2 heads, 2 tails, then 1 head, 1 tail, 1 head, 1 tail, 1 head, 1 tail, 1 head, 1 tail. So now HHH, HHT, HTH, HTT, then THH, THT, TTH, TTT. So here number of total outcomes, that is n of s, is 8. Now from this, if a question is asked at most 2 heads, when a coin is tossed thrice or when 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, what is the probability of getting at most 2 heads? At most 2 heads means what? Less than or equal to 2 heads. So maximum number of heads should be only 2. So 3 heads will not come into this. So head tail, head tail head tail also will come because less than or equal to 2. Then tail head tail, tail head tail also will come, because even if there is no head, no problem in this. So n of E1 is equal to 7. So probability of getting at most 2 heads is n of E1 by n of S, that is 7 out of 8. If at least 2 heads is the question. At least 2 heads means greater than or equal to 2. The minimum is 2. At least, minimum, least number of heads what should be there is 2. More than that it can be. So that is 3 also can exist. So HHT, HTH, HTT will not come because at least 2 should be there, but here only one head is there. So THH, then this will also not exist because only one H is there. This will also not exist because only one H is there. This will also not exist because there is no head at all. So n of E2 is equal to 4. So probability of getting at least 2 heads is n of E2 by n of S, that is 4 by 8. And do remember that the answer must be written always in the simplified form, and that simplified form is 1 by 2 or 0.5. So hope you have done with coin based questions in probability. Thank you.